All right. Welcome anyone who might be watching live. Welcome anyone who's going to see this after the fact. Just before I get going officially, I want to share a little quote from the Tao Te Ching. This translation is by John C.H. Wu. Lots of different translations, so it kind of can take on a little different flavor, but I just thought this was real timely, a real timely little tidbit to consider. So this is the 47th verse 47 of the Tao Te Ching. It says, "Without going out of your door, you can know the ways of the world. Without peeping through your window, you can see the way of heaven. The farther you go, the less you know. Thus the sage knows without traveling, sees without looking, and achieves without ado. Without going out of your door, you can know the ways of the world." So at a time when we're feeling perhaps a little caged in, just some fun wisdom. So hopefully you have enough space for yourself to comfortably get situated. I'll invite you to draw your feet as close together as they are willing to comfortably get. You might even kind of let your knees and your thighs settle against one another. Let your shoulders relax. And take a few moments to do any little wiggling or any little adjusting you might need to get your body comfortable. Ideally, you maybe had a chance to stretch a little bit and get yourself warmed up beforehand. But if not, you can use this time for that. When the moment feels right, when your body feels comfortable and settled in, allow your eyes, if it's safe to do so, to gently close, and allow your attention to start moving inward. Maybe feeling your big toes and heels connected. Let them kind of hug one another. You might find a slight squeezing action of your thighs. Keeping your body fairly relaxed, start to really intently pull your focus inward toward the center. So again, the knees, the thighs, the feet might slightly hug. Your belly might start to draw inward very gently toward your spine. Allow your chin to draw in gently, your chest to gently draw inward. The crown of the head might lift up. Your arms are relaxed, but they're in at your side. Allow the tip of your tongue to lightly connect to the roof of your mouth. And allow your tailbone to very gently tuck downward, as if you're sticking your tailbone down into the ground. And keeping your awareness drawn inward very clearly, let the body relax, just mentally engaging inward toward the center. Your physical body gets to stay very, very comfortable and free. Just take a few rounds of breath, smooth and natural inhalations, smooth and natural exhalations. 3 or so more breaths for you, just to get settled in. Invite the breath into your belly, filling your ribs. Invite the breath to move anywhere in your body you feel it can be of assistance. Opening space where there might be a feeling of stuckness, tightness. And on you're ready, go ahead and allow your heels to scoot out just a little bit wider. Your big toes stay connected momentarily. Here's again a sense of maybe pinching inward very slightly toward the center line. Now go ahead and release your big toes, giving them a little bit of space. Feel that space between your knees, that space between your big toes. Go ahead, scoot your heels out just a little bit wider once again. You might have that sort of pigeon-toed sensation once more. That's good. Notice how much wider or how subtly wider your heels feel compared to your big toes. And then like before, allow your big toes to open up, taking up a little more space. Feel the space you've created between your knees, the space between your big toes. And then one last time, maybe a little more subtle than before, allow your heels to just slightly scoot outward. Your heels will get the last word in this situation. Allow space to exist between your knees, space to exist between your big toes, and plenty of space between your heels. Feel your shoulders relax as if they're settled down onto your heels. Let your chest relax toward your spine as if your collarbones are being supported by your big toes. Drop your seat, lengthen your lower back, lightly lift the crown of your head, relaxing the chin in, keep the shoulders relaxed, your arms are heavy at your side. Coming back to the sensation of your breath, tune into the rhythm. And when you're ready to do so, you'll allow an inhalation to float your hands upward and outward in front of your body, maybe to the height of your chest or shoulders. As you exhale, let the elbows draw inward and downward, the hands lower out to the sides, slightly in front of your hips. Breathing in, let the arms float upward, rising on the breath. And as you exhale, you can sink into your legs a little bit, lowering the arms back down. Breathing in, and rising, expanding, breathing out, gently lowering, anchoring, rooting your body to the earth. We'll have a few breaths this way. Being mindful as best you can that you use your breath to create the rhythm of your movement. You can follow my movement, my rate of breath, but my breath is no big ancient Chinese secret. It's just breath. Your breath is just as good. In fact, for your intents and purposes, your breath is so much better. I can't breathe for you. Expanding on the inhale, releasing, anchoring on the exhale. Find 3 or so more breaths just like this. Take all the time you need to finish your inhale and all the time you need to finish your exhale. Your arms are going to continue moving in this manner, but we'll make a slight adjustment to the sensation or to the action that's occurring in the lower body. So the next time you breathe out, we'll just kind of pause down at the bottom, get a comfortable amount of sink. The knees are bent, the tail is slightly tucked, so you feel really sturdy and secure right here. I want you to feel very, very heavy through both of your legs as you inhale. Your hands will rise. And then as you exhale, you're going to lower your hands, and this time think about putting all of the weight of your body right down into your right foot. Your hands can even kind of help push that energy down there. As you inhale, bring equal weight between your legs. Both legs are heavy on the ground. And as you breathe out, allow that left leg to totally fill up. Let that left leg be extra heavy. Breathing in to bring equal weight to your legs. Breathing out to completely fill your right leg. Not physically really moving your body anywhere, but just feeling this exchange. Equal support from both legs as you inhale, and then one leg clearly taking over as you exhale. Breathing in, equal weighted. Breathing out to feel unequally weighted. Remember that the term Tai Chi is a reference to polarity or duality. This exercise makes a little more sense. Breathing in to feel equality across the body, and breathing out to feel a distinction, a separation of one half from the other half. Breathing in, equal weight in the legs. Breathing out, unequal weight. Your left leg so strong. Breathing in, equally weighted. Breathing out, unequal weight. Right leg is doing more of the standing than your left. We'll go back and forth this way a few more times, building an awareness of how it feels to have both legs fully supporting your body and to have one leg doing the bulk of the work of supporting your body. Breathing in to expand. And as you breathe out, take that expansion again down into just one of your legs. Breathing in, send it everywhere in your body. As you breathe out, focus that energy into one leg. We'll do each side 2 more times, filling your right leg with support, and then bringing that energy all throughout your body. Gently packing all of that energy, all of that activity into your left leg, and then drawing it all throughout. 1 more time each side, letting your right leg be very strong, full of support. And then sending it everywhere in the body, expanding all directions, and then focusing once more all the way into your left leg. Let's breathe in 1 more time to balance and equalize. And as you breathe out, both legs, hold your body, settle the arms down. We'll form a little ball, or an imaginary ball anyway. Holding that imaginary ball, bring your left palm face up, down below. Right palm face down, up above. Top and bottom are secure. Taking a breath in, we'll use just the waist to make a slight rotation to your right. Doesn't need to be far. When you're done turning your waist, flip your hands over. Left hand is on top. Your right hand is on the bottom. Face forward. And then make just a slight rotation to your left. When you're done turning, flip your hands over. And then return to facing forward. So you'll notice the knees here are very, very quiet. A slight turn to your right. Switching your hands. Facing to the front. And then a slight rotation to the left. And then a flip of the hands. The knees and the hips have very little to do with the action. In effect, they're not moving at all. They're facilitating the motion, but they're not really participating in any kind of motion. They're just down there providing support and stability. The movement in your upper body doesn't need to be especially large. The more quiet and still you can make your knees, your hips, and your feet, the more it will feel like you are moving in the upper half of your body. Tai Chi is sometimes described as moving meditation. The meditative component of the moving is stillness. Tai Chi means the great polarity, the great duality, yin, yang. The upper body moves, and we know the upper body is moving because the lower body is not moving. We can feel the difference, distinguishing motion from stillness. We'll do a few more of these. Check in on your breath. Make sure you are breathing. There's no magical technique you are required to use for breathing in these exercises. The correct time to breathe is right now. Always. Unless you're underwater, I suppose. That's a bad time to breathe. Let your body turn each direction 2 more times, maybe using the opportunity to observe how your breath and your movement are relating to one another, how they're correlating. No wrong answer. No good or bad. Just a question of what is. I just forgot to count, so we're going to go one more time each direction. I think that was supposed to be the last one. But I became distracted by my breath. Sometimes we overthink when we're paying too much attention to our breath, so just to breathe is good. We'll bring it back to the front one last time. And allow your arms just to rest. A good opportunity if you need to kind of shake anything loose. Sometimes the legs end up working harder than they anticipate. If yours are feeling that way, give them a little happy moment of freedom. And we'll move into another little exercise, starting to put some of this stuff together to make more interesting, complex, and compound movements. So when you're prepared to, just like we felt before, take sort of all of the support of your lower body. You have both legs anchored and rooted down to the ground. You're going to allow your right leg to really take over. Sink into your right leg, and as you do that, dropping your right shoulder slightly back and down, just reach very gently your right palm forward out in front of your shoulder. Taking your left palm, press it gently across your body, right underneath your elbow. And with all of that support locked in for yourself, allow your left toes just to sneak off to the side. They'll touch the floor here, but you're not standing on your left leg. Your right leg is doing all of that standing for you. And when you're ready to, just set your foot back down, leave some space for yourself, and then bring your body into the center. Equal weight in the legs, like we felt before. Now your left leg is going to completely take over. Anchor down onto your left foot. Send your left palm forward, right out in front of your shoulder. Your right palm presses across your body, right underneath your left elbow. And when you feel prepared to, you start to empty out your right foot leg. And just set the toes off to the side. Maybe they float, maybe they're on the ground. Either way, your left leg is holding your body up. And then when you're ready to, a slight step in with your right foot. And then once again, you'll center the weight. Both legs carry your body. Let your right leg take over. Right hand extends forward, the shoulders back. Press your left hand across your body. And then your left foot reaches off to the side. Returning your left foot underneath you. Center the weight. Both legs hold you up. Now your left leg takes over. Send your left palm forward. Press your right palm across your body. Your right foot reaches out in the opposite direction of your right hand. Working in opposites is Tai Chi. Set the foot down. Back underneath. Equal weighted for a moment. Right leg takes over. Right hand forward. Left palm across your body. Left toes out away from your body. And then you'll set your foot down. Back through center, equal weight momentarily. Left leg is full of support. Left hand is forward, right palm is across your body. Right toes reach out away from your body. And set it back down. Moving from side to side, a moment of equal support. Right leg takes over, your left foot is free. Set your left foot down. Equal weight for a moment. And then your left leg takes over. Right foot is free. Setting your foot down. Changing sides again. Equal weight for a moment. Reaching forward and across to counterbalance your extending leg. Equal weight for a moment. Left leg is taking over, so the right leg is free to extend. Through the center. The right leg is strong. Left leg is free. Equal weight for a moment. Left leg is strong, so the right leg can be free. We'll do a couple more each direction, feeling not just This distinguishing across your legs, one leg being filled with support, the other leg being empty and therefore able to step out or to extend, but also feeling that as you extend your hand forward, your shoulder is back. Again, as you press across your body one way, you're also reaching outward from your body in the opposite direction. Tai Chi gets extra fun when we break it loose from the simplified perspective that yin-yang has to be these very obvious polarities or opposites. We like to think of it in terms of hot, cold, up, down, inside, outside. But we can also think of Tai Chi or yin-yang as being just a recognition that if something is whatever it is, then anything that is not that same thing is not it. That comes out like a jumbled mess. I don't think it would be any better to see it in print. But we're feeling, again, as we sink down into our right leg for support and reach our hand forward, up and down and front and back are not the same. Already we have opposites. Even though they're not technically opposite directions, they are not the same, and therefore, for our purposes in Tai Chi, they count as opposites. Going down through your foot, up through the crown of your head, forward and back with your extending arm, and across your body, outward away from your body. For our purposes, as you sink down into your left leg and reach your left hand forward, that's an opposite. Rooting downward, lifting through the crown, reaching forward to extend outward laterally. Let's do just a couple more on each side, since hopefully we're on something like a roll. You can start to feel is that the supporting or balancing action of the legs, it's not just that your right leg fills up to allow you to reach outward with your left toes or foot. It becomes, as we switch sides, your left leg, your left hand, and your right hand all are providing support for that one limb. It's not just one-to-one anymore. It's down, it's forward and backward, and it's across. All of those contributing to the support of just that tiny little release of your foot. Anchor into the left leg. Open out to the right. Anchoring in to your right leg. Expanding out to your left. Take that one more time on each side of the body. Allowing your arms, your hands, your shoulders, and your standing leg to provide support so you can comfortably extend that foot off to the side. Set both feet down. Let both legs equally carry the body, your arms for a moment. Free to rest heavy. Close your eyes if that's safe and comfortable. If the eyes need to be open, just try to avoid staring at anything for a moment. Look through or beyond whatever might be in your field of vision. And draw your focus toward the feeling in your body. Feel for where that center line you created at the beginning is, or if it wandered away, gently bring yourself to it. Notice where there's tension or stiffness in your body. If you find any feelings of tension, stiffness, tightness, invite that tension, that stiffness to just soften, maybe like 50%. Don't need to totally clear it out of there. Just release your holding onto it. A little more free, a little more easy. time, we're going to try to put some of these actions together to build yet another kind of more complex, compound type of movement. So when you're ready, oopsies, I dragged a feather in. So we'll bring our feet closer together, not quite to touch, we'll leave a little bit of space. And then just like before, let's take a nice deep breath in, feel equal weight in the legs, and as you breathe out, allow your body to anchor down into your right foot. Send your right hand just slightly forward, slightly setting your left palm across your body, and then take that little extension like before. Set the foot down there this time, all the way to still in your right leg. Now let your hands just start to switch roles. You'll send your right hand forward, sinking or anchoring down into your left leg. Reach your left palm slightly across your body. Right palm, excuse me, I'm backwards here. A little rotation of your waist like we did with the ball. Now you've got your right foot emptied out. Step it in just like halfway. Leave a little space. You'll start to switch out your arms again, sending your right hand forward, pressing your left palm across your body, rooting straight down into the ground, reaching straight forward. Take a slight step out to the side. While that foot is emptied out, start to switch out your hands. Center the weight between your legs, and then when you're ready, you'll fully arrive on top of your left foot. Your left hand expanding forward, that helps you empty out. Your right foot, step it in just part way. As it lands, switch your hands, pressing forward as you sink downward into your right side body, pressing across. Take one more little step off to the side. While the weight is still in your right leg, switch your hands, fill up your left side body, pressing slightly across to allow counterbalance, and then just step your foot in. Let's take 3 breaths. Inhale, expand and rise. Exhale to anchor down into both legs. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breath right here. This time as you exhale, allow your body to sink downward into your left leg. Reach your left hand forward, straight in front. Press across your body to counterbalance your right foot. Step it off to the side. Look to land very light, not standing on it yet. While the weight is still over your left side, switch out your hands, reaching ever so slightly your right hand forward. Stack your body over your right leg. Press across to free up your left foot. Step it in just about halfway. Land empty. And then switch out your hands, sinking into your left leg. Your left hand is forward, pressing across your body with your right hand. Your right foot sneaks off to the side. Find the ground. As you switch sides, anchor down into your right leg. Your right hand is forward, pressing slightly across your body to release your left foot to control the movement inward to the center. Passing through the center. Left hand is forward. Left leg anchors down, pressing across with your right hand to reach out with your foot. Switching out your hands, anchor down into your right leg. Right hand is forward, pressing across with your left hand to free your left foot and step it in. I'll do it just one more time because we can. Left leg supports your body, press across to free up your leg. Exchanging to the other side. Right arm is forward, right leg is anchored, slight press across to release that left foot, and then you can step it in. Once again, both legs carry the body equally. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathing in, smooth and complete. Breathing out, smooth and complete. One more full breath like this. And then when you're ready to here, let your body just return towards stillness once again. Eyes closed if they can be. Tongue very lightly connected to the roof of your mouth. The shoulders and the chest are released. The The belly is open and free, a slight bend in your knees. Finding 3 breaths just to feel what's happening in your body. Allow your attention to move toward your palms and the soles of your feet, breathing in to expand your palms and fingers, the soles of your feet and toes. Breathing out to just gently hold that space open. 2 more breaths like this, opening the palms, opening the soles of the feet. Breathing out to keep them open. One more time. And then just to conclude, as you're ready, you'll bend at your knees, keeping your torso as vertical as you can. Imagine your fingers in the ground underneath your feet, pulling the earth up into your legs. Hoist it up toward your chest, flipping your palms to the sky. Your knees and elbows will stay bent. Heels on the ground as you gently press up with your palms to send that energy out into the sky above you. Bending at your knees, scoop the earth, raising up the yin energy from below, sending it as the shoulders drop and the elbows bend up into the sky through your palms and fingertips. Once again, gathering from below you the earth energy, yin, qi, anything you need from below. Bring it into your body as you exhale. Clear away anything excessive or unnecessary. Let your arms settle at your side and take 1 more breath, drawing energy up from the soles of your feet. Breathing it out through the palms. Breathing in, shoulders stay relaxed. Knees stay bent as you bring your arms overhead, gathering the energy of the sky from above you. Draw it down to the crown of your head. Pass it through your torso, down your legs, like bend in the knees. Torso is upright as best as possible. Press that energy down into the ground through the soles of your feet. Big breath in to gather from above you the energy of the sky, the yang qi, guiding it downward through your body toward the earth and into the ground below you. 1 more time like this. Anything from above that you may need, bring it in, as much of it as you want to have. Breathing out to release anything unnecessary, anything excessive. Back to a neutral posture once again, and a big deep breath. Feel the energy moving from the backs of your fingertips towards your head, right up over your arms, and then down your torso, down your legs, into the earth below. Sending your arms out to the sides, gathering from the 4 corners. Anything you may need, pull it inward. And as you breathe out, either press your heels downward, or if you prefer, you can lift your heels as you expand and release anything unnecessary or unhelpful to you. Gather in whatever energy you might need, and gently release and clear away anything excessive or unnecessary. Once more this way, pulling inward, expanding outward to clear it, and then again, return to neutral, a breath to feel rushing towards you, anything at all you need. And as you breathe out, releasing the unnecessary, the excessive energy. You can keep your feet as they are if you wish, or if you want to feel real formal and conclusive about it, perhaps you'll draw your heels and big toes together one last time to wrap up. In formal fashion, you can create with your right hand a sturdy fist representing the yang energy, strong, sturdy, powerful, hard, firm. Your left hand is an open palm with the fingers gently drawn in and the thumb tucked to the side, representing the yin energy, the soft, the flexible, the yielding, the gentle, balancing your yin and yang because you can. That's why